Yo, what's going on, subscribers? Welcome back to another brand new video from the Flaming Profits YouTube channel, where we talk about how to become a more profitable investor in the stock market. Make sure you subscribe before we get started. We make amazing videos. You definitely don't want to miss out any of them. I'm working on one where I'm going to show you exactly how much money you need in order for you to retire. Yes, you definitely don't want to miss out, so make sure you subscribe. Before we get started on this video, I'm going to share some referral links. So we have all of these in the description. Some of these give you a free stock, some of this give you free money. Make sure you check them out in the description for Acorns, Robinhood, and One Finance. And we also have Mercari. You get $10 off any purchase if you use that link in the description. And then we also have this Discover It Secure credit card. This is what allowed me to be able to get an actual credit card. And you get $50 of free spending money. So let's go ahead and get started. So in this video, I'm going to respond to a YouTuber tag for finance channels about getting to know the YouTuber. And this started with Ryan Giffen. He has a finance YouTube channel as well. Make sure you check him out. I'll leave a link for his channel in the description. So I'm going to answer these questions that he posted for all of us to respond to, just so that our subscribers get a chance to know us a little bit closer. So let me go ahead and get started with question number one. How old were you when you started investing? So I knew about investing since I was like 16 years old, but I only started investing with real money when I was 18. That's when I actually signed up for Robinhood for the very first time. But it actually depends on what you mean by investing, because if you mean just investing in the stock market, then yes, I started at 18. But I actually used to run an eBay business before 18, so I guess that's kind of investing, where I would buy a product and I would determine its value, its market value, and then I would sell it for a higher price. I guess that's investing because I invested in the item to make money. But investing in the stock market, I started at 18. I actually was able to scale up that business to pay for my entire rent for my apartment, but I'm not going to talk about that for right now. So now for the second question. Why did you start investing? I started investing because I've always been fascinated by the business world. I've always been an entrepreneur at heart, and investing just made sense to me. It's kind of cool to be able to own a piece of any company that's publicly traded. So I've always wanted to do this, and it's really cool how you can make money online just by trading stocks. It's honestly really cool, and I've been looking forward to it since a very long time. I've spent about 3 to 4 years learning about the stock market, and I haven't stopped since then. I'm still learning to this day. So now for the third question. What was your first investment? So my first investment was 3 shares of Amazon. At the time that I bought it, they were worth about 1,400, and I bought 3 shares. As soon as I bought them, I actually was losing money, but I just kind of held it on to them, and eventually they got to 1,700 or something like that. So I made my first few $100 profits from that investment. I gave it a lot of thought, and it's something that I've always wanted to do, so it kind of played out all right. I knew that in order to make money, sometimes you have to hold a stock for quite a few months in order to be profitable. So that's exactly what I did. So now for the fourth question. What career field gave you the money to start investing? So I started investing around my high school years, like my senior year. At that time, I spent a lot of time working for a restaurant called Red Lobster. I basically did everything in the restaurant, but near the end, for a year and a half, I was a server where I worked for tips. It actually paid really well, and that job actually allowed me to save my first $20,000 when I was still a senior in high school. So pretty good experience, and that kind of gave me the money to start investing. But since then, I've been focusing on my college degree and focusing on a long-term career. Right now, I work in the IT field, and that's what allows me to be able to put $1,000 every single month into my investments, just from my income. The other amount I basically just save. I only spend about $500 from the amount that I make monthly. I'm currently working towards a network engineering position, which should allow me to make a lot more money. And by then, I'll probably be putting about $3,000 or more into my investments every single month. I'm hoping to put as much money into my investments because I know that the more money I put, the faster I'll become a millionaire and be able to retire and achieve financial independence and eventually retire on dividends. So now for this question, how many sources of income do you have and what are they? I basically only have two reliable income sources right now. Number one is my active income from my job. I work a 9 to 5 Monday to Friday job, just like any typical person in the IT field. And it actually mine pays really well. So that's kind of what allows me to have that source of income. But the sad thing is it requires my time. So it's active income. That's nowhere near what I want. I want to develop passive income sources only, but you have to have money to make money. So that's why I'm growing my active income as much as I can so that I can rely on it less as much as I can. So my second income source is dividends. I am a large dividend investor. I spend a lot of time picking my dividend stocks and growing them as much as possible. I'm hoping to one day retire on dividends, and hopefully I can grow it to a very large portfolio, probably $5 to $10 million invested. And with that paying dividends, I should be able to have a large income every single month just from dividend investing. That's probably my favorite investing style because it's safe, reliable, and it's something that I can trust. And I've seen it with my own eyes. The more money you put in, the more dividends you get, and with those dividends you can buy more shares of any company you want that'll pay you even more dividends. So for this question, one tip to someone who is starting to invest. So it's kind of hard to just give one tip, but number one, don't invest any money that you're not okay with losing, because any investment can go bad. That's part of a risk of investing. You never know if you're gonna make money 100% of the time. There's never really a guarantee, but it's always worth taking the risk. But what I'm saying by this is don't put all of your savings. If you happen to lose that money, I don't want you to go hungry or for your family to be ashamed of you or something like that for doing this. You should only put money into investments that you can afford to lose, that you don't really rely on that money to keep you fed or for your shelter. And if I had to give another tip is don't expect to make money immediately. Sometimes it takes time with investing. You shouldn't expect to double your money or anything like that or make 20% just from your first year. Sometimes it's a long-term play. You have to kind of watch your investments, learn over time. It's an entire process, but if you stick to it and do it consistently, where you put a certain percentage of your paycheck into investments, I'm sure that you're going to make money. But it's all about the long-term investing. It's really hard to make money in the short term unless you're very advanced, and even then I don't recommend short-term investing. It can be very risky. If I had to give a third tip is don't invest in anything that you don't understand. If someone tells you to invest in this company, don't do it. Only do it if you understand the fundamentals, the technical analysis, why this is a good investment, why you believe in it. Only if it follows that path that you agree on, then go ahead and invest in it. You should never invest in anything just because someone tells you to do so. I wouldn't invest in anything that I don't understand and it doesn't make sense to me. So make sure you follow that rule when investing. So now for this question, what made you want to start a YouTube channel? So when I started a YouTube channel, I wanted to start it because I knew that I can help people. I can't believe how many people don't even know what investing is, what a share is, what are dividends. A lot of terms that seem very basic to me, a lot of people don't even know what they are. This makes me sad because I know that all of us are, a lot of people are very focused on other things that are not beneficial to their lives. But especially if you're young, if you start paying attention to investing and other avenues to make more money, you're gonna have a much better future. Nowadays, we rely on money so much that it's a very crucial element that you understand. You have to have full control over it and not let it control you, because that's how you end up making bad decisions. And money affects so many aspects of your life. Without money, you don't have freedom. Without money, you don't have options. So it's important for you to understand as much as you can about money and investing. That's why I decided to start this channel. In the beginning, I felt very concerned that I felt like I wasn't that good of an investor, but honestly, I'm a lot better than most, and at least I actually am profitable in the stock market, so that makes me very happy to share with other people. I believe that other people can learn from me, even if I might doubt it, but I know that with my videos that I share, at least someone is learning from my videos and hopefully applying this in their life to make a positive difference in their life. So did I have any concerns about starting my YouTube channel? One thing is filming myself. I still don't feel 100% comfortable. It's more just like I don't have the equipment for it, but I do plan in the future to eventually film myself like a normal YouTuber. So right now I'm kind of stuck like this until eventually I develop like a sort of like a area where I can film and possibly a better camera or something like that. What is my channel about specifically? It's about the stock market, how to become a more profitable investor. I'm all about profitability. I love to swing trade where I can make about 10 or 12% in about 2 to 3 months or even 1 month sometimes. So I'm all about taking profitable positions. I am astonished by how many investors actually lose money in the stock market. So my specialty is in actually bringing in a good amount of profits consistently. And I have very good disciplines that you have to follow in order to remain profitable in any stock position that you're in. But I'm also a long-term investing, and with long-term investing, profitability doesn't matter in the short term. It's more about the long term. So I follow many disciplines, but my specialty is in being very profitable, especially through swing trades. My goals for my YouTube channel is to reach 1,000 subscribers first and foremost, but eventually I would like to grow it as big as possible. I want my messages to get to as many people as they can, because I know that this type of videos will benefit people's lives, because it teaches you how to take control of your life, how to take care of your finances. Like I was saying, this is one of the most important subjects that everyone needs to understand, and I'm very sad that this isn't taught in schools, because it honestly seems way more important than history, math, and all these other subjects that are kind of irrelevant sometimes. So yeah, I hope my messages get across to as many people as they can. That's why I encourage all of you to subscribe, like, and comment, because it helps these videos get to as many people as they can. We've been growing a lot, and I'm really appreciative of that, but we need to get a lot higher. That way we can start impacting more lives and helping them as well. So what are some fun facts about me that all of you might not know? So I don't know too many, but one of them is I actually got my associate's degree and bachelor's degree all paid for free. I'm going to make a very special video on how I did this, because I know this will help a lot of people out there, and this will actually be in like an official recorded video from a public TV station, and it'll actually be live on the air like within a few months, but I'll show you guys the full clip here on my YouTube channel so that you guys can see it as well. Another fun fact about me is I'm probably one of the highest paid 20-year-olds. It's kind of crazy, but I actually have some very interesting tips when it comes down to making a career choice and making the most money possible, and job interviewing strategies, as well as kind of getting the best pay. And I did this, I started very young, and that's kind of what's helped me a lot. I'm actually the youngest employee from people in my position, like by a lot. So I'll help you guys out with a video on that as well. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It also got started because I focus a lot on having a reliable income source that was high enough to keep my investments going. So I'll be sharing you guys more about that. But yeah, those are 2 fun facts about me. What's the biggest investing mistake you've ever made? I can't really think of anything. I've never really lost a lot of money investing, mainly due to the fact that if I am ever down on a position, I don't actually sell until I'm profitable. You have to have a lot of patience, but if you made a good decision, there's no reason to sell when you're down. Eventually it'll go up if you made a good decision. So that's kind of what I do. Even if I might be down temporarily, I know that if I hold on to it, eventually it'll be higher than my average cost. And thanks to this, to me sticking to this, I've been able to be very profitable in the investing. I think the most I've ever lost was like 200. So honestly, not a lot. And it's better to make mistakes now when you don't have a lot of money to invest than later on when you might be investing with like 30, 40, $50,000 or even millions of dollars. So it's better to make mistakes because you learn from them. And honestly, I hope I make a lot of mistakes now. That way when I trade with more money in the future, I don't make mistakes then. Alright, there we go, subscribers. I hope you learned a little bit about myself. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I would recommend you to leave me comments down below. What did you think? Do you have any questions for me that you want to know about me? Also, feel free to make a video about this if you have a finance YouTube channel. Leave a comment down below if you did, so I can make sure to go check it out. I really appreciate all the support. Thank you all so much for being a part of the Flaming Profits community. I hope that I bring value to you every single day. So thank you all so much, and I'll see y'all in the next video. As always, remember, I can, I will, I must.